I seen him on something. He look like a bum.
Floyd?
Yeah, he was looking like a bum. Like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that too.
There's no way this man is broke. There's no way.
Yeah.
If he is, I don't know where the money went to.
Exactly.
You know what? Yeah, what y'all say earlier?
He ran up $1 billion.
What'd you say earlier, John?
Surprised at all. It's
Money Mayweather.
It's who he is. I've always thought that he's a horrible person, and this is every bit of
people don't like Floyd.
You start a business, but I need
people
you guys
do
to
not like somebody who's going to just constantly show.
The extravagant gift of a Mercedes luxury car to his sister, valued at around $186,000, is the latest example of Floyd Mayweather Jr. using displays of wealth to push back against rumors of financial problems. He shared the moment on social media, showing the high-end vehicle with decorative ribbons and a personal message, which many saw not only as a family gesture, but also as a strategic move to protect his public image. Despite these public showcases, questions continue to circulate about his long-term financial stability and whether his dominance in the spotlight might eventually fade.
So we got more boxing news allegations that Floyd Money Mayweather has gone broke. Now, personally, I don't believe it, but you got Tank making posts, you got other people from Saudi Arabia.
His lifestyle, private jets, luxury, spending, and gifts of high-value vehicles still appear unchanged on the surface. But these public displays increasingly feel defensive rather than purely celebratory after traveling on his Gulfstream jet to the Bahamas and speaking about the beauty of the islands. The message followed a familiar pattern, showcasing the success of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his continued financial confidence. However, the louder these proclamations become, the more they invite examination and speculation about what lies beneath the surface. Many observers argue that repeated demonstrations of wealth are starting to raise questions and fuel discussion rather than silence them, making the narrative around his financial security more scrutinized than ever.
You know what? I close the door with my arm, with my hand, whatever you want to say. I don't supposed to do that. Just Floyd, man, push the button. Let's go.
A closer look at the situation reveals troubling signs that public self-promotion cannot fully hide reports from within businesses connected to Mayweather Boxing plus Fitness, including gyms and operational teams, have described financial disputes and complaints about unpaid wages. Employees and former staff members have spoken about difficulties related to compensation and working conditions, with some accounts painting a picture of broken promises and personal hardship. These testimonies create a stark contrast with the public image of prosperity surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. and raise questions about the underlying business realities. It becomes difficult for observers to reconcile reports of staff grievances with high-profile displays of luxury, spending, and expensive gifts, leading to broader debate about financial transparency and the true condition of his enterprises.
No pay!
Where's Money Mayweather? Hard work?
Dedication!
No pay!
Money Mayweather where?
Don't see you.
I don't see you.
The gravity of these accusations cannot be dismissed with a flashy post on social media. When employees report months of unpaid work and severe financial strain, it suggests deeper operational problems and potential mismanagement at Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s business ventures. It is one thing for a public figure to spend lavishly on personal luxuries, but when reported issues inside the organization negatively affect workers who depend on regular pay raises, concerns that go beyond individual spending habits and point to structural problems that money and publicity alone cannot resolve.
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high.
Ooh.
18 life.
That happy birthday, champ.
That's how we do it.
Amir Khan, a longtime critic and rival of Floyd Mayweather Jr., has openly suggested that a lifetime of arrogance and extravagant spending will eventually carry consequences. His remarks about karma may sound harsh, but they reflect a viewpoint shared by many in boxing and business communities who believe Mayweather's public displays of wealth have always seemed more fragile beneath the surface. Khan argues that promoting extreme excess in a world facing widespread financial hardship, whether through lavish spending, or highly public shows of luxury can appear out of touch and provoke criticism. He points out that flaunting wealth in such a dramatic way does not necessarily guarantee security or approval, and that public perception often shifts when questions arise about the realities behind the image.
Owes a bunch of gambling debts. Floyd, okay? And he tried to plant fake news out here saying that he was in downtown LA giving out money, and then he was at the
Adding to the mounting suspicions are revelations from Business Insider, which question the validity of property purchases in New York City that have been associated with Floyd Mayweather Jr. A lack of clear public records linking him to these reported investments has fueled debate about whether some claims regarding his real estate portfolio are overstated or presented in a selective manner when a public figure known for self-promotion and high-profile displays of wealth asserts ownership of major assets, but documentation is difficult to verify. Observers naturally begin to ask questions without tangible evidence of such holdings. The narrative surrounding his financial empire faces greater scrutiny and skepticism.
So the money's really gone. Yeah, that's what you think. Is get the money, spend the money. All that money. It took been 2 years. So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Instead of addressing these concerns head-on, Floyd Mayweather Jr. chose to double down on the same approach. He has long used more public displays of luxury in response to the criticism. He returned to social media, showcasing an assortment of high-end watches, each more extravagant than the last. One particular timepiece, a custom creation featuring 145 carats of diamonds and valued at nearly $2 million, was highlighted as part of his effort to reinforce the image of financial dominance. However, critics argue that the insistence on constant displays of wealth only deepens skepticism. When someone truly feels secure, there is little need to repeatedly prove it to the world. According to this perspective, the louder the declarations of riches become, the more they appear to reflect a need for validation rather than unquestionable stability.
Late 40s now, still fighting with these random people in random places. Yeah. For 5 million here, 10 million there.
No, he's just a big spender. You can't spend like that, Like,
this guy has a lot of chains.
So many chains, bro. Chains, that's a depreciating asset. Yeah. Get yourself something that'll hold value. Yeah. Go buy some real estate, brother. Buy an original. We'd love to have you in the Dow. Invest in Prime, huh? Do something smart with the money.
It is worth examining the tipping incident at Selfridges more closely, as it has added to doubts about the public image of generosity often associated with Floyd Mayweather. Reports claim that a 2,000-pound tip given to security staff during a luxury shopping visit never actually reached the workers, with management redirecting the money to charity instead, leaving the guards disappointed and feeling overlooked. Although Mayweather may not have controlled how the store handled the tip, the outcome once again creates questions about how his charitable gestures are perceived by the public. From the outside, he is often portrayed as a symbol of success and benevolence. Yet the reality experienced by ordinary individuals involved in such incidents appears different when even well-intentioned actions become sources of controversy. This situation continues to challenge the authenticity of a carefully crafted positive image surrounding him.
Believe this, Floyd Mayweather is back in the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayweather. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards, but this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million. What do you think? Follow for more NFTs.
Defenders of Floyd Mayweather often claim that criticism comes simply because of his extraordinary success, and that many people try to diminish anyone who reaches the highest levels of wealth and fame. There is some validity to that argument, as jealousy and resentment frequently surround individuals with immense financial power, especially those who display their lifestyles so openly. However, not every negative comment is rooted in envy. In this situation, there are concrete concerns involving financial disputes, allegations of unpaid obligations, and business disagreements that suggest deeper issues. flashing luxury items and expensive possessions, does little to address claims from workers or partners who say they have not been treated fairly. Now at 48 years old, Mayweather is no longer the young champion who could silence critics with record-breaking boxing events. His earnings today largely come from exhibition matches, international appearances, and the lasting value of his personal brand. While these ventures can generate significant revenue, they do not match the enormous paydays he once received during his prime fighting career.
Easy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight?
Without the regular flow of huge boxing payouts, keeping up the expensive lifestyle he has built becomes far more difficult. Business ideas, such as the Mayweather Boxing plus Fitness gyms and property investments, were meant to create stable income after boxing. But reports of problems and poor management at some locations indicate that things have not gone as smoothly as planned. Even when Floyd Mayweather encourages people to invest in cryptocurrency, and specifically the ACT project, the entire situation gives the impression of urgency rather than a carefully planned opportunity. His promotion of these ideas feels less like confident financial advice and more like an effort to distract attention from underlying challenges.
What I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself. And I believe that it's going to be, you know, another cryptocurrency that's going to be just as large as Bitcoin someday. It's okay. That's no different from Uber.
His newest marketing move involves teaming up with Acme Warrawat and supporting the ACT token. However, the cryptocurrency industry is filled with projects that eventually collapse or turn out to be scams, often endorsed by public figures who participate mainly for financial gain rather than genuine belief in the product. Although the narrative around ACT and the exchange of gifts with Acme Warrawat is presented in a positive and emotional way, it still feels shallow to many observers. A branded hoodie and an expensive watch featuring his image do not erase concerns about the mixed results of past financial endorsements. The crypto market is driven heavily by speculation and hype, and that is something Floyd Mayweather understands well. His involvement therefore raises questions about whether this is a sincere investment opportunity or simply another promotional campaign.
Listening to Floyd Mayweather, a man who can't even read, for investing advice. That's exactly what happened last year when he was paid to promote the absolute Ponzi scheme token Ethereum Max, along with other celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Antonio Brown, and Paul Pierce. The coin shortly fell 97% right after the launch, leaving millions of fans and investors bankrupt.
He has previously encountered legal issues for not revealing payments tied to the promotion of questionable initial coin offerings. In 2018, the SEC fined him for endorsing a fraudulent ICO without making it clear that he was compensated for the promotion. Now, he is once again putting his name behind another token. No matter how polished the presentation may appear, it gives the impression that the focus is more on profiting from his fame than offering a genuine opportunity to the public. The ongoing display of expensive items, luxury gifts, watches, private jets, and his promotion of controversial crypto ventures suggests not undeniable wealth, but rather an effort to convince both the public and himself that his financial empire remains secure.
Floyd's broke. You gotta understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
It is worth taking a closer look at the partnership with ACT. Although 158,000 token holders and $456 million in trading volume may appear impressive, the cryptocurrency industry often inflates such statistics to attract more interest. Trading volume can sometimes be created through automated transactions or insider activity rather than genuine demand, meaning the numbers do not always reflect real market strength. Decentralized finance initiatives depend heavily on trust and transparency. And when a prominent figure like Floyd Mayweather becomes the public face of a project while his financial affairs face questions, it naturally raises doubts. If someone who still has unresolved financial disputes from a past fight with Logan Paul begins advising the public on investment choices, it is sensible for investors to exercise caution. The earlier controversy surrounding that disagreement demonstrates that even high-profile individuals encounter financial complications, reinforcing the idea that reputation alone should not replace careful analysis when considering where to invest money.
Now, did Logan ever get paid with the situation with Floyd Mayweather?
Nah, not yet. Floyd Mayweather's broke. You know, that's what a lot of people don't realize.
The dispute surrounding the 2021 exhibition fight between Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul has sparked ongoing accusations that payments from the bout remain unsettled. Mayweather has responded by claiming that revenue from pay-per-view sales arrives gradually over time. But this explanation does not align with standard industry practices. In major promotions, fighters normally receive their guaranteed payout shortly after the event, while additional earnings from pay-per-view distributions may arrive later, though not years down the line. The idea that money from fights held 7 or 8 years ago is still trickling and raises questions about financial management and transparency. Instead of reassuring observers, it suggests potential delays in payments or cash flow challenges that could undermine confidence in how business dealings are handled. Asterisk, asterisk.
I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really care.